What's up, guys? Iceman here. Welcome back to Meditations. So, we've been talking a lot on this channel about all the new stuff in this community, or whatever the hell you want to call it, on YouTube. The whole Millennial Reign thing, 1,000-year reign, this, that, and the third. The whole Satan's little season thing. The whole rapture thing already happened a long time ago thing, and so forth. You know, just all this stuff that we've been talking about, we've been discussing. I mean, yeah, a lot of people, they don't like it. In fact, in my last video or two, I got a couple comments going on about, oh, Iceman, what do you mean? Iceman, Jesus still coming around the corner, Iceman, this and that. You're deceived, Iceman, for thinking that he came back when he said he would. He said this generation will not pass, and then he came back, but that's not how it went, Iceman. He was actually talking about thousands of years later, and he still hasn't come back. You know, I mean, you guys go on about that. Now, strangely enough, it seems like the general reception is actually quite positive to this stuff. I mean, if you look at the like-dislike rate of my videos that I've posted on this topic, it's just something else, right? It's a bit telling what the general consensus is. There's a lot of people who are willing to consider, are willing to consider something other than what the modern religious leaders of today have taught us. You know what I'm saying? I mean, kind of like how it was back when Jesus was around and the modern religious leaders of that day killed him. You know, why the hell are we trusting the modern religious leaders of today? If we couldn't trust them thousands of years ago, and you're telling me that things are only getting worse, that the deception is even greater now, why would we trust what they're saying today? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, narrow is the path, all right? But, I mean, I don't know if any of this stuff is true or not, okay? I'm just trying to connect the frickin' dots here, and I've been speculating. But I hate to say it. It kind of lines up. In fact, I love to say it. You know, I mean, why wouldn't you want to think that, oh, yeah, okay, it looks like the dots are connecting. Oh, yeah, maybe we're in the little season, Maybe we don't have to look forward to Mark of the Beast and all this garbage, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that stuff did happen a long time ago. And it starts to make sense. You know, do you not think that the world is ruled by something sinister? Do you not think that the rulers, powers, and principalities of this world are trying to deceive us in every frickin' way? Look at the food, look at the medicine, look at the TV, look at the media, look at the entertainment, look at the school systems, all right? Look at the look at all of this stuff. It's just insane, man. Yeah, and that's what the Bible frickin' says even. It says Satan, after the 1,000-year reign of Jesus, will be given a time to deceive all the nations, all right? They're all working in on this shit, okay? I don't know how else to put it. But all this stuff got me thinking about the Garden of Eden. There's a theory that I came up with many, many moons ago. Okay? I'm talking like 20 years ago. I came up with this theory. I've never heard anyone say it. So I'm going to coin it on this frickin' video, okay? And I've expanded on it since, and I've realized a couple other things. I need to tell you guys this. All right, so the Garden of Eden, we got Adam and Eve or whatever, right? God makes them, right? We got that tree. The knowledge of good and evil that they shall not touch. We got the deception. We got the serpent in the tree, this and that. Some say it was Jesus. There's some parallels, but that's not what I'm going to do. I'm not going there in this video. So in the Garden of Eden, y'all say, oh yeah, God didn't know he was going to make that. God didn't know that Adam and Eve were going to eat of that tree. You're telling me God's a dumbass. You're telling me God's not the Omega. The Alpha Omega, okay? The everlasting. You're telling me he's not. You're telling me he's not the maker, the architect of all things, this, that, and the third, all right? The beginning and the end. You're telling me he's not that. When you dare tell me in the comments of this video, Iceman, God did not know that they were going to eat of that tree. Oh, you demon. I cast that demon out of you in Jesus' name. Okay? I'm telling you right now, as much as it pains for you to hear the truth, yes, he did. Okay? God knew they were going to eat for that damn tree. Well, Iceman, that's what's up. That's methed up, Iceman. That's a setup. Maybe it is. A setup for something greater. If you consider infinite monkey theorem, look into this. This is mathematically coherent inside and out. You get a freaking monkey bashing at a typewriter, an infallible, indestructible typewriter, a monkey with never-ending, everlasting life. All other variables consistent, nothing else to interfere. Eventually, that monkey will type out everything imaginable. Just by doing this. Bum, 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 bum. But we're talking about forever. You can't comprehend it, brah. Give up. You're trying to be God. I'm telling you, that damn monkey's going to type everything. Okay? Seriously, the damn monkey's going to type, oh, it's man, but he hasn't typed the Shakespearean play yet of this or that or that. Yeah, there's still forever to go, man. He's going to type it, trust me. He's going to type it by accident. It's insane, ain't it? He's just going to go bum, 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 bum. See, that's how expansive and never ending forever. All right, we can't fathom it, man. We can't comprehend it. Point being is, if you apply infinite monkey theorem to the fact that Adam and Eve have a choice, they're going on forever, there is no death, this tree is there, it's not going away, eventually, they're going to make that decision, all right? It was mathematically improbable. It was mathematically, whatever you call it, that they would, okay? They were destined, perhaps, to make that decision. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it, they're going to make the damn decision, and God knew it, okay? I mean, that's probably why it was there, you know? Now, here's the thing, is God, according to the New Testament, made everything through Jesus, okay? God's right here, let's say, just visually speaking. Jesus is right here. Iceman are one. Okay, fine. But they're different things or something and one. I don't know how it works. But God created everything through Jesus, right? Boom, 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 boom. And what's happening is it's all being reclaimed back. Boom, 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 boom. And not a thing is going to be missed. It says all things will be reconciled. All right? It says even the rocks will call out his name. All right? It says anyone who calls upon his name will be saved. All right? Look into it, the reconciliation of all things. So yes, God knew we were going to eat from that damn tree. All right? But God also knew that all things will be reconciled back to him. So is that really a bad thing? I mean, yeah, it puts us in this little hiccup where we get to deal with pain, death, suffering. Actually, there might still be pain, but no death and suffering. You know, there's no healing at hand here, you know, unless we have faith more than that of a mustard seed, which I hate to say it, I do not. If you know anyone who has it, let me know. I could use a couple healings there and there, all right? But yeah, I don't have the damn faith of mustard seed. If you do, let me know in the comments below, all right? I'd love to get some here. I'd love to meet up. I mean, hell, if you have enough faith, you can probably just do it wherever you're sitting. Probably ain't got to meet up, man. Don't even need that laying of hands, but you could just, like what Jesus did with the chick who was sick. Oh, go back, she's better. You're like, what? It's like, then the guy went home and the daughter's better, you know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, that whole thing, according to my critical analysis, That's just how it is, man. It's mathematically sound. It's the only frickin' way, all right? Eventually, that damn monkey will type out every frickin' play, and eventually, I'm telling you, they were going to make that decision. I'm telling you, God knew it, okay? But God made it all through Jesus, this, that, and the third. Then they say, well, Iceman, when they bit off that apple, God went around, and he said, where are you? Where are you? But he knew they were. See, now, we're having a bit of a conflict, aren't we? Yeah, now you say, oh, this man, he is. So you're telling me that on one hand, he didn't know they were going to do it. But on the other hand, he was being honest when he said, where are you? Or he wasn't being honest. You're saying that he knew where they were because he's God. You see what I'm saying? Here's the kicker. Now, this is where it gets weird, okay? Something to do with the Garden of Eden, a confined area. God knew all ins and outs of that. He made this thing probably so he's not frozen or something, all right? Maybe God is always, I don't know, he's always creating, I don't know. But he didn't want to be freaking frozen in the ice or something. So he didn't want them to be slaves to his will. You see what I'm saying? He didn't want them to be complete slave machines to him. So there was freedom in the Garden of Eden from God's oversight. Okay? It's crazy, but I think that's how he made it. Because God needed to breathe. God needed to be free. And he made us free as well. All right? And so what happened was when they ate of that damn apple. You see, because if God knows all of our moves, if he knows every frickin' word that's coming out of my mouth right now, which I think he does actually, but in the Garden of Eden, there was freedom, okay? And right now we're stuck in between of this time ending and beginning and all this garbage of the fall or whatever, where we're stuck in this vacuum where he does know all the ins and outs of every little thing we're going to do. We're slaves to it. You see what I'm saying? That's what Satan exposed us to, is the slavery of being stuck in this shit now. Where the garden, we had actual freedom. When we ate the damn apple, he didn't know where the hell they were. Okay? That's great. That's how it is, man. He really didn't know where the hell they were. That's how he made it, to ease his frickin' mind for a minute. Could you imagine being God? You know, every damn thing, every damn this, that, and the third, you're trying to make a being that loves you reciprocally, but they are fucking forced to love you, and you know every damn little thing they're gonna do. We're talking about like a man making AI robots or something. You know, that's not what's going on here. This is something greater than that. Okay? So he didn't know where they were. He wasn't being a deceptive bastard. When you tell me, Iceman, he knew where they were, he was just saying, oh, where are you? Where are you? Like a deceiver. Who's the deceiver? Satan. Okay? God ain't a deceiver, man. All right? That wasn't God who did that. That is Satan who does that. God was being 100 when he said, where are you? He didn't know. He created the garden for freedom. You see what I'm saying? He didn't know every frickin' move. That was the point. But now we're outside of that shit, and we're stuck. We're slaves of his knowledge, and he knows every frickin' thing that's going on outside of that bubble. But the thing is, what's happening is all this other stuff beyond is going to be vacuumed up and burned away, and it's going to be great. It's going to be gone. And we're going to be like in the Garden of Eden again, where we can be free. All right, we're going to be free of all that shit. We're going to be free of being stuck in this vacuum, this complex of God's all-knowingness. You see what I'm saying? He didn't want us to be slaves to him unwillingly. They didn't want to be slaves at all, man. Wanted some reciprocation here. Probably wanted some freaking company. Okay? That's what's going on here. So we got a couple things in this video that are really important. Infinite monkey theorem, the friggin' fall of Adam and Eve was inevitable. It's mathematically coherent. It was the only way. God knew it was going to happen. And yeah, without thinking a better way to say it, they were set up. All right, that's just how it works. We know another thing. All things that were made are being reconciled to God, and anyone who calls upon his name will be saved. We know another thing. Everyone will call upon his name. It says every knee will bow, every tongue will confess. All right, and we know one more thing. There's one more thing that came out of the video. When God was in the garden and he said, "Where are you?" He meant it. He wasn't being deceiving, you jackass. You try to call God this and that and the third a deceiver. No, he's not a deceiver. So he's not a deceiver. And you also were telling me before the whole Garden of Eden thing that he didn't know they were going to fall. So you're also telling me that he's not all-knowing. You know what I mean? You jackass. That's from the devil, man. So we learned some big things here. We're going to expand on it. It's going to be great. We're going to expand on it. We're breaking on through. We're ascending, or whatever you want to call it. We're meditating here. It's Iceman Meditations. So like the video. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace be with you.